Would you give up everything for knowledge?
The change, the evolution come alive.
Hello, and welcome back to the channel. And Happy New Year. We are back. So, the year is full of possibilities. So, you should prioritize your health, peace, safety, comfort, and your money. And I say money because money is funny. Money can be a funny thing. So, yes, you should prioritize those things and have a healthy, safe, and peaceful year. Okay. So, today we're going to be talking about 5 most rewarding New Year's resolutions. And I'm using the word resolutions because it's a common word, but I actually prefer the words intention or New Year's evolution. But I'm going to be using resolutions throughout the video, throughout this conversation. Okay. So let's start here because these 5 New Year's resolutions are really supposed to help bring you closer to yourself. That's what they're about. They are rewarding, and that's what makes them rewarding because they help bring you closer to yourself. And I always like things that help bring me closer to myself. So yeah, so that's why I find these New Year's resolutions are very rewarding. Okay. So, let's start here. Here's a question. If you had everything in the world, everything you could ever need or want or whatever, and except for one thing that was missing, and that one thing is knowledge, okay? Knowledge of self knowledge. And you really wanted that knowledge of self. Now, would you give up everything for knowledge, for self knowledge, for knowledge of self? Would you do that? Would you bite into that apple and give everything for knowledge? Well, hopefully you will never have to make that decision. Hopefully, maybe the decision has already been made for you. Okay. But so, yeah, hopefully you won't have to ever make that decision. Anyways, let's get to those rewarding New Year's resolutions that are going to help bring you closer to yourself. What are they? Number one, it's important to find 5 things that you love about yourself or that you admire about yourself, that you like about yourself. Okay. Those 5 things will help you with the other New Year's resolutions. Okay. Even if you can't find 5 things that you admire about yourself, well, find things that you accept about yourself. You may not like them, but you admire, but you accept them. And that will, help you find things that you actually admire about yourself. Yeah. Um, now, the second resolution would be to hmm, compliment yourself more. Give yourself more compliments. Okay. Don't wait for people to compliment you because you may not receive compliments. So give compliments to yourself. Yeah. So that way you're not hoping and waiting for compliments for anyone because you would have already given them to yourself. So, yeah. Yes, give them to yourself. Now, what's the third one? The third one is to apologize to yourself more. Why? Well, because sometimes we are critical of ourselves, right? Sometimes we can be very demanding and, we can pick ourselves apart. And, it is true that we can be our best, I mean, our worst critic and our best critic too. We can be our worst critic. And sometimes we forget to apologize to ourselves. So apologize to yourself and also accept the apology and accept other people's apologies. Because if someone decides to apologize, you may not like the apology, you may not like them, or you may not like it, but you can just accept it, whether it's genuine or not. Just accept their apology and move on, move forward. Okay. So that's the third one. Now, what's the fourth one? The fourth resolution or evolution is to forgive yourself more. Why? Well, because maybe you may have neglected yourself along the way. You may have done things to yourself that you regret, or, you know, you just don't like certain things about yourself. So it's important to forgive yourself, but don't forget, just because you forgive yourself doesn't mean you have to forget. Just simply forgive yourself so that way you can move forward. Okay. And also about forgiveness, forgiving other people. You can forgive other people, but for make sure that it's comfortable for you. You're comfortable enough to forgive a person. Okay. Make sure you're ready to forgive a person. So that way you're doing it on your own terms. You don't feel obligated to forgive them if you're not ready or if you're not comfortable to forgive them. You should do it on your own terms. Okay. So you can move forward. But when forgiving people, you don't have to forget. Okay. They say, oh, forgive and forget. No, why do you have to forget? You can forgive and not forget. I mean, yes, they said what they said, they did what they did. So now you are ready to forgive and you are ready to move forward. And you are going to move forward with or without that person. That spaceship will take off or will land with or without that person. So simply forgive, but you do not need to forget. Okay. Now, what's the third? I mean, the third, I said that already. What's the fifth New Year's evolution or resolution? Um, well, the fifth one is reward yourself more. Make opportunities to reward yourself. And by reward yourself, I don't mean like a big purchase, like buying yourself expensive things or, or anything major. I mean, like maybe the little things. You can make time for yourself. Do the things that you enjoy doing that bring you joy. Okay. Reward yourself with the little things. Find reasons to reward yourself. Okay. Um, Ways to reward yourself. It can be in whatever way is comfortable for you. It doesn't have to be the same way as everyone else. So, yeah, and rewarding yourself is actually very rewarding. Okay. So, and those New Year's resolutions will actually help bring you closer to yourself. Okay. So, yeah. Um I think I'll end it here. That's all I had to say without saying too much. I hope you've been inspired by this conversation. So be inspired. Bye.